Okay, so obviously, you know, if you followed me for very much, you know I'm against communism. I hate communism. Can't stand communism. Communism blows a big, huge dick. Okay. But here we have, you know, um, individuals here. Resistance is not terrorism. Yeah. I'm not going to go through all these, but if you want to take a look at this, you can. Okay, so first of all, obviously, you know, nobody's complaining. You know, she's not complaining about the Atlanta Braves or the Dallas Cowboys, so she's doing this now. I really, really, really hate this woman. I mean, you know, and there are many out there who know why. Okay. Let me see my downloads history here. Because I want to show y'all something real quick. This will be just real quick, and this pinpoints her hypocrisy. Okay, this really pinpoints her hypocrisy. She's such a hypocrite, it's not even funny. And this should show you that communism is exactly what it claims it's not. This should prove to you that anybody who's following this thinking, well, they're in the right, just because she says something doesn't make it true. Right? Now, she wants to complain about the Redskins being named the Redskins. Okay, well, all right. I got a question with your little flyer here because I'm fixing to show this. And as soon as I do, you're really, really going to go, you know what? Wow, wait a second. All right, so let me show you this. Okay, this is from the Constitution for the New Socialist Republic in North America. This is the book that every time you see her waving around, we have a constitution that Bob Avakian wrote. This is their constitution. This is what that book is. So, Section 2, subsection 3, number A, because they've already covered their autonomous states and how they're going to be formed. Okay. African Americans. If an African American autonomous region is established in accordance with what is set forth above in this section and this Constitution overall, the territory of this autonomous region shall be within what was the southern part of the former imperialist United States of America. So they're setting it up so that the South will be African American. What about the Seminole? What about the Creek? What about the Cherokee? They have claims there too. I'll get to that here in a second. The area where the enslavement and then the continuing oppression of black people within that imperialist state had its most concentrated historical foundation and roots, and where large numbers of black people still lived at the time of this revolution, which put an end to the imperialist state. Further, there shall be the right of African Americans to self-determination up to and including the right to secede from the new socialist republic in North America and to form a separate country. Okay? That right there, I'm going to convict them on. Okay? because there's no way they're going to allow the African Americans to secede, number one. Number two, let's go down to B. What does B cover in the Constitution? Oh, wait. Hispanic and Latino people. Mexican Americans. What was the southwest region of the former United States of America was seized by that country as part of expansionism of America. Let's see. As part of a slave system and the other relations of exploitation and oppression through armed conquest, including war against Mexico. Well, you're partially right, but Mexico actually invaded Texas after Texas won its independence and became a state. They attacked the U.S. Cavalry Patrol in South Texas. They were north of the then agreed upon border which Sam Houston negotiated for. Sam Houston, a noted abolitionist and the only Southern Democrat or Southern states vote in the Senate to vote against slavery. But you don't know these things because you're just too ill informed. I'm here to inform you. Given its history and after that long period marked by domination, exploitation of Mexico and its people by the imperialist United States of America, large numbers of people of Mexican origin and descent have for many generations lived in the region. That's true. With their ranks continually expanded by new immigrants forced to leave Mexico because of the continuing effects of domination and exploitation by the USA. I want to know where that domination and exploitation of the USA is. Nobody's ever been able to explain that to me. They were joined by growing numbers of people from other countries in Latin America, which were also subjugated to the same kind of domination and depredation at the hands of the imperialist USA. In view of this, an expression of proletarian internationalism and other basic principles and objectives set forth in this Constitution, the following shall be the orientation of the policies of the new Socialist Republic in North America with regard to this region. This is where it really gets good. 2 and 3. Now, number 2, relations with Mexico and the policy with regard to the former southwest region of the imperialist USA shall, from the time of the founding in the first few years of this new socialist republic in North America, take into account the nature of the society and the government and the level and character of revolutionary struggle in Mexico, as well as the actual extent of territory which has been liberated through the revolution which led to the defeat and dismantling of the imperialist state of the USA and the founding of the new socialist republic in North America. At the same time, the necessary consideration shall be given to the situation in the world as a whole in determining how to proceed with regard to this region. In this overall context, also taking into account the sentiments and the aspirations of the people in the region, in particular those of Mexican origin and descent, the question of whether to return at least parts of this region to Mexico and or whether there should be established within parts of this region a country that is separate from both Mexico and the new Socialist Republic of America shall be taken up by the government of the new Socialist Republic in North America. So basically, they're going to offer a chance at freedom there. Okay? Well, let's go look at the Native Americans and let's see her hypocrisy, because I already know this one. C, Native Americans. And this is where it really gets funny, because nowhere in 1 or 2 does it talk about their autonomy, their autonomous state, their autonomous state. Okay? They're still going to be subjugated to the will of the government of the new Socialist Republic of North America. Now, how do I know this? Well, I've read this. Now, they make a good mention of tribal territories, but, where are tribal territories? Do we go back to where they're currently at, Oklahoma and throughout the Midwest, or do we, for the Plains Indians and other native tribes that were moved east of the Mississippi, how do we deal with them? Because a lot of those came out of Alabama and out of, various other southeastern, deep south areas. How do we deal with the Michigan and the Huron? How do we deal with the Creek? The defeat of this imperialist state, I'm reading from section 2. Reading this one here. The defeat of this imperialist state has opened the way to overcoming the effects and legacy of this terrible history. As one key expression of the importance it attaches to this, the new socialist republic in North America shall ensure that the right of autonomy of Native American peoples within this republic is upheld. And beyond that, wherever autonomous regions of Native Americans may be established and in the general vicinity of the historical homelands of the various native people, the central government will also act to ensure that these autonomous regions not only have the necessary territories, but also the resources that will enable a real flourishing of these peoples. Within the overall framework of the new Socialist Republic in North America, the central government of this new Socialist Republic of America will provide special assistance and support to any Native American autonomous regions on the basis of the principles and objectives set forth in this Constitution. Where are they at? Where is their territory at? Well, it's let's see. It's all over. But they don't have a right to separate from the North American Socialist Republic? That's the question. You guys, I realize I look white to you. Hey, I'm sorry I can't control my genetic structure. I can no longer control, I can no more control the European genetics that run through my system any more than I can control the Cherokee and Comanche blood that runs through my veins. Hey. No, I don't agree with the pipeline. Okay? That's not on historical lands to me. Okay? Historical lands to me are down in Texas. Not only because I was born there, but because that's where my family's from, all sides. Hey. My Native American family was ultimately moved onto reservations in Oklahoma. It's like a lot of everybody else's. Okay. We got the worst possible farmland given to us. We got screwed over. Yeah. I've got some issues with a specific department in the interior. We all should have. But we should really take notice of this, because nowhere does it say that we can separate. Nowhere does this give us that right. Why are they giving it to African Americans? Why are they giving it to Hispanic and Latinos when our people were the ones that suffered the worst? Don't get it. That's why I can't support this. That's why I call Sunsara Taylor on her hypocrisy. On this. I mean, for real? She's going to complain about it, and she's going to wave around that little Holy Bible she's waving around, this new Constitution, saying, oh, look what we have. She's going to claim she stands for Native American rights when she plans to enslave us. Bob Avakian plans to enslave us. Wow. And what the hypocrite. I mean, look at this. Al Franken was photographed groping a woman while she was asleep. That's sexual assault. Just saying. You know, I mean, this woman's full of hypocrisy. But every communist has to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a repentant conservative. I greatly appreciate you watching. We'll catch you down the log 7-3. Y'all stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving.